Seated comfortably in any seated posture with our spine upright, shoulders tucked back, back of the head in line with the spine. Let us try to slowly withdraw our minds. To take awareness on our abdomen. A very intensified awareness on the abdomen where we practice gratitude for each and every organ we have there. Gratitude for the stomach for functioning well, gratitude to our large intestines for the absorption of nutrients and for the digestive process that it carries out. Gratitude to the small intestines. Literally saying, thank you, stomach, thank you, large intestine, thank you, small intestine, thank you, liver, thank you, gallbladder. Let the gratitude come from the heart, from the deepest part of our being. Not something that we are doing out of greed to get well from an ailment, but because we genuinely feel that however many years we have lived so far, whatever our age is today at this point, each and every one of those organs has functioned so phenomenally well to give us the kind of life that we are leading today. Even if one of these were not functioning well enough or were broken down, it would have caused either a disease or intense pain or discomfort. How thankless we were to all these organs. How rightly is this area called Manipur? Think of the last time you said thank you to all these organs, glands in the abdomen. Did we say thank you to our navel? A big thank you. Stroking it with our palms if the need be. If we are still not getting sensitive enough and are still thankless, if we still think we are wasting time this morning, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, huge thank you. And then from this area itself, start with abdominal breathing. Inhale, inflate the abdomen like a balloon. So all those organs and glands who we just said a thank you to are smiling. They are broad because we've expanded our abdomen like a balloon. So they are smiling. A smile requires a stretch of the lips. Here the organs are stretching because we've inflated our abdomen. They're smiling. They're accepting our gratitude and are suddenly in the mood to function even better. And then exhale completely to bring the abdomen in. So while we are doing abdominal breathing, there is gratitude to all the organs. We just can't stop thanking them. The lower vertebral column that is behind, the curve on the sides for a well-sculpted body, the waist. And again we inhale. Inflate the abdomen like a balloon. Again we hold. Again we exhale. Again we hold. Experiencing freedom not only in the abdomen but in the whole body, more in the mind. Suddenly, all those complaining dispositions that we sometimes wake up with in the morning. Oh, I'm constipated today. Oh, I have loose motions today. Oh, will I pass my motions well today? Oh, I'm feeling blobby in the stomach. Oh, I'm feeling hungry. Oh, when will someone come and give me a cup of tea? The whole complaining disposition converts into so much gratitude, so much positivity. And this fills us with health, with ease instead of disease, with a smiling abdomen, a smiling waist, a smiling stomach. All our life, how much we have shoved inside that, much more than what we needed. We even say thank you for taking it all. Only for our taste buds we did it. Only for our greed we did it. We didn't need that much. Big abdominal breaths. And even bigger gratitudes. Suddenly you will feel that I have opened up a Pandora's box for you for gratitude. Oh, gratitude here. Oh, gratitude there. Oh, in the circulatory system around the abdomen. Oh, in the digestive system around the abdomen. We suddenly went all the way down to our urethra, to our anus. So many of us could be suffering from piles, from hernia, other diseases. And this thank you will bring us a barakat, so much of ease to reverse disease. Abdominal breaths. Thankfully, with gratitude. Even more gratitude to our parents who fed us when we were born, our moms who breastfed us. All that went there down in our own stomach, it's still there. Our liver, our intestines, our kidneys, our gallbladder. To our grandparents, our parents, our siblings, elder siblings. And see how abdominal breathing becomes even more inflated, even more pushed down on the pelvis. We took in so much. That roti, that chawal, that dal, that sabzi, that porridge, those cereals, those breads, those toasts. Much more than what we needed. Just the mind is creating the abdominal breaths now. The thankful mind. The tiffins that were sent to school when we ate our food, when we were educating ourselves. We were not educating ourselves, our parents were. Every tiffin thoughtfully and tastefully sent by our parents, our moms, our chachis. Thank you. Thank you. So well cooked, taking into consideration that yes, maybe that Maharaj, that cook, that maid, that chef took special care about what we liked and made that little bit of a difference in our tiffin vis-a-vis the rest of the house. Certain things we liked, certain we disliked, certain we could digest, certain we couldn't. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The tiffins that came to work, to office, the tiffins that we ourselves sent, the food that was made available to us if we were the cooks by our spouses or our parents, because they went out there for their jobs, their earning, their work, their business, to provide us with the cereals, the pulses, the milk, the water, anything that we had to pay or not pay for. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It all went out there in the abdomen and settled. Let this abdominal breathing be like no abdominal breathing ever before. Let this gratitude be like no gratitude ever before. And then there were those occasions, those fafras, those chodafadis, those mathyas, those ghugras during Diwali, those tea and carrot cakes during Christmas. Each day having its own color and cereals and food. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And now here itself continuing the gratitude, because now it seems endless. Now it seems there are so many people to thank for, so many reasons to thank for. That water filter to tap, the provider of the water filter, the one who purchased it, those vegetables, the vendor. As we continue our gratitude, we start with Kapalbhati, a very reverse. For now, in our gratitude, we were inflating our abdomen like a balloon, doing abdominal breathing. We now change it, we reverse it to active exhalations, bringing the abdomen in. And as we do that, we continue thanking our organs for keeping that rhythm, that movement. Effortlessly. If you're one of those who doesn't know how to do Kapalbhati, if you're a beginner, only then open your eyes. Kapalbhati involves pulling the abdomen in so that the navel goes towards the tailbone. With every exhalation. We can either place our palm on our abdomen to do that, so that we notice the movement of the palm inwards with every Kapalbhati, with every exhalation as we pull our abdomen in. Gratitude continues. Or we can place our index finger and middle finger into the navel. And with every exhalation, we pull the navel in, because we pull the abdomen in. Kapalbhati has no contraindications if we monitor it well, if we curate it. Make sure this is a pauseless Kapalbhati. Don't take any break. It's as if you're meditating into the Kapalbhati. It's as if you're blending the thank yous, the gratitude, the shukrana, the shukriya, the abhar continues. To the liver, the spleen, the pancreas, the gallbladder, the waist, the navel, the stomach. There is so much out there, so many monies in this Manipur, jewel town. Thank you even to the Kapalbhati that is aiding reversing of acidity, of gas, of constipation, of flatulence, of indigestion. If you Google just the number of diseases that are in this area, you will be boggled. You will be shocked. How thankless we were to these organs and to those who tried keeping them intact in us. And you're actually going to slowly get into meditative gratitude. Your organs filled with gratitude, your friends who fed you, family who fed you, cooks and chefs who fed you, maids who fed you, domestic staff who fed you, relatives who fed you. Continuing Kapalbhati, think of those times when you were unwell, when diet was restricted. You could be down with typhoid or with jaundice or with any other ailment where diet was restricted. You just couldn't digest or palate anything. The doctors advise only a particular diet, or the abdomen or the stomach or the digestive tract could not even handle anything more. And at that time, that special khichdi or that ubala or that porridge or that diluted osaman, raab, nachni roti was specially made for us by someone. Thank those people as you continue Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is absolutely nirdosh. So do it without any doubts. Totally nirdosh. It's not going to create any problems regardless of whether you're a hypertensive, high blood pressure person, get headaches, migraines. Because we know as we use gratitude, how beautifully we are blending it with its pace, with its speed. See how a complaining nature becomes into a complete appreciative, gratitudinal nature. There's one lovely couplet, and I mention here, written by Srimad Rajchandra, Anand Anand Bhav Bhed se bhari hui. And he goes on to write Nayan Nikshep using these words, beautifully written, effortlessly, has so much deep science. Just two simple things we are doing currently. Gratitude to the organs in the abdomen and where all it has taken us. To every organ, tendon, cell, ligament, muscle, bone, gland, all the way from the lowest rib cage till the pelvic girdle's base. All the way from the moment we were born and fed by moms, breastfed, till that last moment when maybe popcorn was served if we were watching a cricket match or a movie, or in a restaurant where those pizzas, pastas, Thai, Chinese, Italian, Mongolian, Tibetan, Japanese, any entree was served. How much we have to be grateful for. And the more gratitude we are going to use, the more barakat we are going to be showered with. So much showering. What goes around will surely come around. We're starting it on a small scale only with gratitude with a few organs, glands, people, chefs. Just look by now till where Kapalbhati got us. From abdominal breathing to Kapalbhati. Just check what we were when we started, what we are now. Besides shedding all those karmas of hurting that chef, complaining to that maid, showing anger to that domestic help who wished well for you, who tried her very best. We have suddenly come into gratitude where we are oozing with it. Oozing with it. That tasty dal that you had by one of the caterers at one of the weddings you went to, or that complaint you had for one of the vendors, for one of the caterers, because it wasn't up to your taste. But so many times we realize that something that we complained about, someone appreciated. So the chef, the cook, the maker, the person who cooked it meant to give us the best. See how while you're doing this gratitude, Kapalbhati is continuing to happen effortlessly. Pauses are happening effortlessly. Restarting is happening effortlessly. Twists are happening effortlessly. Abdominal Kapalbhati twists are happening effortlessly. Watch how your organs are also stretching as you twist, in case you do. If you're happy with a straight body, you don't want to twist, that's also fine. Gratitude, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kapalbhati, 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 Kapalbhati goes on and on. Hundreds of thousands of people have cured only with Kapalbhati. I've got longevity only with Kapalbhati. Use a thank you here also to the masters, the teachers, Ramdev Baba, so many of them, Art of Living, Sadhguru, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji, me, your own selves, for bringing it back, for reminding us that yes, if I do this, there is a science behind it. I'm going to heal. And then don't be selfish. Don't just cure and heal yourselves and live longer with longevity because you did this. Go around doing it to others too. Share this with everyone. Share it. Kapalbhati with a twist. Share. Invite them to our programs or you make your own. It will only help with your growth. And then there is that little other small organ, maybe the appendix. Some of us had to get operated and get rid of it. Say thank you if it is still there and thank you for it to give you signals for it to be removed. So many things were taken away from our lives because we did not use gratitude. Agree or not? Do you agree or not? So much went away because we were complaining, because we had a scarcity mindset, because we had a minimalistic mindset. myself included. And that was great, because it taught us so much. So much. Twist the other side. Continue gratitude. Gratitude to the organs that are twisted. Gratitude to that twisted intestine, that twisted diaphragm, that twisted large intestine, that twisted kidney, that twisted stomach. All of us are educated, so we know we can visualize what the stomach looks like inside us. We can visualize what a liver looks like inside us. We know where the gallbladder is placed. We know where the pancreas are. Let this be meditative. Eyes are anyway closed. Visualization is anyway inside at the abdomen. So meditative. Even if we suffered with any life-threatening ailment over here in the past and are now healed, thank the doctors who gave us that treatment, that medication, that chemotherapy, anything, that prescription. Doctor meant well too. Kapalbhati should not stop. Kapalbhati has to continue. Because Kapalbhati again is very abdomen-centric. I want to get your organs smiling, your organs out there in the abdomen. They say even 1008 Kapalbhatis are not enough for longevity. And you will notice after having done these, when you finish your session of gratitude infused in abdominal breathing and gratitude infused in Kapalbhati, you can use a reverse sentence also of Kapalbhati infused in your gratitude, of abdominal breathing infused in your gratitude. Both are correct because it's a cycle. Curate your own. Curate your own gratitude. Curate your own visualization. Curate your own abdominal breath. Curate your own Kapalbhatis. Curate your own longevity. Curate your own healing. How long will you keep on coming in under my fangs and depending on me? Be your own Param Guru. For the next 1.5 minutes, do exactly what you wish. But make sure you're abdomen-centric, organs of the abdomen-centric, and oozing with gratitude to anyone who has any connection with having made your organs in the abdomen, your glands in the abdomen, your systems, digestive, excretory, in the abdomen, into a better one, into an uplifting one, into an endowed one, into a gifted one. If gratitude was forgotten while doing this, again remind yourself. Give your name, give a tap on your back and say, hey, hello, 1 minute. Thank you. Remember, there are too many people to thank. This 1.5 minutes is not going to be enough. Too many. Doctors, nurses, dietitians, therapists, mentors, cooks, chefs, caterers, domestic staff, moms, dads, uncles, mothers-in-law, fathers-in-law. My father-in-law used to feed us the best undhiyu. My mother-in-law, oh my God, every time we would entertain, she would say, Beta, you just take care of the outside, get the table decor right, and tell me what kind of cuisine you want. And it will all be on the table. I'll break down crying if I think about this. This gratitude is not enough, this much, just a minute. My children would come back from a cricket match or from college or school saying, Dadi, my friends are also coming. हाँ बेटा ओके अभी बना देती हूँ करना क्या है जब मुझे ही इतना ग्रैटिट्यूड ooze हो रहा है I filled journals and journals and every sentence I have written goes into anant sentences breathwork infused in gratitude gratitude infused with breathwork. With that, we end today's session. You can keep going and continuing, but there are times when we have to be continuing with our daily work, our responsibilities, our commitments. There is so much we have taken on our plate. So don't even feel guilty if you have to end your session and if there is so much more. As far as you have your foot in my door, and as far as you spread this goodness around without being selfish, teaching, messaging, telling friends and family, there's so many who need this. Your neighbor may need it, your staff may need it. Go out there only for your growth. Do a round of palming. Discontinue abdominal breathing or Kapalbhati, whatever you are doing. Place your palms on your stomach like a heart. On your abdomen, like a heart. What I'm wearing today is so relevant, that's a coincidence. Look at that center line and how it is blossoming into a tree. What a coincidence. Let the energies of palming seep into you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for trusting what I want to give you in this session. Thank you. With that, we end today's session. Hari Om Tat Sat.